So let's start with our first topic there in inefficient statement processing. So we're going to show you first some of the issues that you've reported to us. Our tech support team, some of them they've seen some of this firsthand with working with some of you, some of our customers, and you've also told us some of your concerns. The issues that can come from the inefficient statement processing can be the billing staff manually reviewing statement batches, going through every single batch, basically doing paper statements and trying to review it one by one, and that is labor intensive, right? And also, it could be maybe statements that you want to send from over 30 days ago. Some of you might be trying to put those statements on hold, and then you forget to put them unhold them, right? And you're trying to like remember who are the ones that I sent the statement to. They still have a balance. How do I get them back out again? So we're going to show you a useful tool in Medisoft that can address that. Also, as I mentioned, it's time consuming, labor intensive, trying to even print them out, put them in an envelope, put a stamp on them, and then later on you find out it's going to the wrong address. So a lot of things that can happen from not using some of these resources. And of course, it drives up the costs. You taking up so much time trying to go through your statements and trying to figure out which one are the statements that you want to send. And we're hoping you can have more control over that. So the solutions we're going to talk about, you see them on the screen, billing cycle. And maybe if we can have a show of hands, I think you have that option there on your Zoom, the little hand symbol, like you're raising your hand. How many of you are familiar with billing cycle or have seen that in Medisoft? I'm just curious. Any of the attendees that we have?
Oh,
Okay.
we got a, oh,
Yep. Good. Good. Okay. So this will be a good point to go over. So I see some of you guys raising your hand. So um, yeah, so we're going to show you where that is in Medisoft and how it works. And then also we're going to talk about BillFlash briefly. So BillFlash is the way of doing statements electronically. And this can save a lot of time, money, free up some resources because a lot of it is automated,
yeah.
and it can quickly show you how to use or send out statements efficiently. And I know, Erica, you've probably talked to quite a few customers who actually they tell us that's one of their favorite tools in Medisoft out of all the things that they use is BillFlash service. So let's start inside of Medisoft to show you the billing cycle. And I'm going to share my screen again. We're going to head over into Medisoft. All right. And Erica, maybe you can help me to make sure that you can see it on
I
your
can
screen.
see. Yep,
Okay,
we
great.
got.
So this is the Medisoft screen that you're used to seeing when you first log in. The billing cycle section is under the file menu option, and you're going to go all the way down to program options. And once this loads up for us, you're going to head over to our billing tab right here. So you'll have a tab in program options called billing. There's a little checkbox. All it takes to activate it is just put a check mark where it says use cycle billing. And then right here, cycle billing days. This is where you put in the number of days that have passed before a patient gets another statement. So what Medisoft is going to do is, for example, if I put 30 days on here, if you sent somebody a statement out, it's marked sent inside of your statement management screen. 30 days go by, you've got brand new statements that you've created. And now the program is going to look to see, okay, who else has had a statement sent out and still has a balance and 30 days have passed. And it's automatically going to include those with your new statements that are going to be going out. So it's doing that all for you. So when you save these settings and you go into your statement management screen, I would recommend adding some extra columns to make this even more efficient inside of statement management. A lot of the screens that you'll notice in Medisoft, you've got this little black dot on the top left corner of those columns. When you click on that, it allows you to add some extra columns So you can see more data from this main screen without having to click on every single statement just to find out when you sent the statement last, when's the next statement going to go out. So when you add this a couple columns here, we go to add fields, you'll see that you have some columns here titled next statement date, last billing date. So I would encourage you to highlight these columns here. You can hold down the control key on your keyboard and click on the ones that you want to see. You can even highlight remainder balance, how many times that they've had a statement sent out, statement counts as well. You can add, or submission count that is. So as you add all these different columns here, and you click OK, you're going to see them show up here all the way to the right. So with the cycle billing, it's going to tell you, even if you just want to check someone's statement, somebody calls in, and they're finding they want to know why they haven't had a statement sent out again, or they're trying to check on their balance. You can just do that right from this screen and look up that information. And then now you don't have to worry about putting statements back from hold to ready to send. The system's all automatically going to do that for you. And so that's cycle billing. That's just a very easy way. Just put that setting in there. If you see that you're sending too many statements out, maybe stretch it out 60 days, whatever works out best for your office and your workflow. The other thing I want to show you is that you may have seen this button on a few areas in Medisoft is this BF, where it says like view BF statements, or even when you go to print send, if you ever choose electronic, you'll have this option here called BillFlash. So BillFlash is the electronic statement service that we recommend using. And really, Medisoft, it has been designed to be more efficient electronically. A lot of these columns, the way it was built, is it favors more the electronic side of things because it can quickly create files. It puts them in an electronic format already. It's just that if you're doing paper, you're having to go through those other options, click through more screens, through more filters. By selecting BillFlash, all you would do is just go in, select your BillFlash statement. It already comes built into Medisoft, the type of statements that you have available there. And once you click OK through this screen, it's going to launch your own portal on BillFlash. You're going to have your own account. And if you sign up for that service, BillFlash will even do a training with you directly. They're going to walk you through all the ins and outs of how to use BillFlash, how to look up your statements online. But I just want to give you a little preview of what that would look like. So if you were to send statements through BillFlash, this is the window that you're going to see when you pull up your statements. They're automatically going to pull up here on the website with your account information. And this is just a demo account, so there's no PHI on here. So you're going to see your statements, how many statements were sent out. And then from here, you can review them. So they're not going to automatically go out to the statement or to the patients right away. If there's one that's mixed in there, you just want to double check and make sure that the right statements are going out. You can go to this little review button, and then it's going to pull up the individual patient names right on this screen in the grid format. So I like this because if you're doing paper statements, all you get is just that preview window at the very end, and you're having to click the arrow one by one to go to every single patient to look at them. But if you see one on here, maybe the balance, because you can also see the total dollar amount. You're like, well, something's off with that. I don't think the balance should be that high, or maybe it's too low. You can just click right on the patient's name or their chart and preview that statement. It's going to pull up the statement. It's going to give you a sample of it before it goes out, so you can review it, check it, make sure everything looks okay. The other advantage to this is that you can actually take out a statement from within this batch. If you notice that, like this one for James Dugan shouldn't be going out at all, you can mark that statement to delete it. So you can pull out a statement that you don't want. You can change the color of it too. So let's say, James, it's been a long time since you paid, so you're going to want to put that in red and make it really stand out. So you can actually have some customization as well within these statements that you see. And then you can run reports through this interface, how you're doing with sending out statements. And then I believe, Erica, they have some other services, right? Like email notification and texting as well, right?
Yeah, they do. They do have those services for that communication, especially um, regarding statements and payment.
So hopefully this will save you some time. We have noticed a lot of our customers, they mo- most are like, I'm never going back to doing the paper statements. But even if you are doing paper statements, I know we're talking a lot about the electronic side of it. Please take advantage of some tools like that, like the billing cycle. It's just one extra way of being able to capture statements, because the quicker you can send one out, I know there's probably statistics out there that the sooner somebody gets a statement and right away, the sooner that they're gonna pay towards it, and that's the goal, is so that you can be able to collect much quicker.